Hey, everybody, what's going on? It's your girl, BondyBlue, and I just wanted to come in and remind y'all are signing up for the second Bali trip wrong. I think y'all are putting y'all name on the wait list instead of signing up for the July 15th trip. 15th through the 22nd, July 2025. We're going to Bali for the second time. Okay. So you got to make sure that you signed up correctly, girl. Resetbydesignwellness.com. Go ahead and get into it. All right. If you're trying to get luxury, culture, a reset, relaxation, okay, relax, release. Okay. If you're trying to get into all of that with some real cool chicks, go on down to the website Reset by Design Wellness and sign the up. All right. Yes. Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Yes, what's going on, people? Hi, I'm back. We in this bitch, girl. Let me tell you what happened. So I was not feeling good. I don't know why. I'm still a little fatigued. Like, I don't know why, but I went to the doctor today and I did my blood panels and all of that. So we're going to find out if anything, is a mist. But they said there's something going on with the eclipse or something like that. And then, that make you tired. Girl, listen, y'all know I believe, but I don't. I believe, but I don't, girl. I used to believe way more than I do now. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all right now, life has... Okay, life has done one on me, girl. Okay, I'm starting not to believe in none of that shit. Now I'm just kind of feeling like maybe I just need to get my B12s back up. Okay, and my doctor told me that it's not vitamin D, people. All y'all out there that was like, black women vitamin D, that does not make us tired. That's what my doctor said. Okay, just for everybody. Okay. But girl, it has been a week. All right. Thank you so much to everybody that was wishing birthday wishes to my husband. Okay, listen, believe my husband out of it, bitch. Lord, shout out to Erica De Niro. Okay, shout out to the girls. Yes, y'all, thank y'all so much for wishing my baby a happy birthday. He much deserves it. Okay, the big 3-8 out here. Shout out to Lyric. All right, shout out to my love. He looks good. Anyway, so we got subjects. We got stuff to get into. It's a lot going on out there in these streets. And I wanted to discuss it with y'all. Okay, so that's what we're here to do. So first, we're gonna talk about Melania. We're gonna get into some Wendy Williams. We're gonna talk about some stupid ass Yandy shit. Kelsey, Sidney, Starr, because that's a continuation to the story we talked about where Darius was in the comments on Columbus short post hating on Superhead just because y'all don't know her by Elizabeth Overseen all the time. Okay. That's a connection, girl. We got to get into that because that's a connection. Okay. Girl, what's going on with Angela Simmons and y'all in the comments? Like, y'all, something wrong with everybody. We gotta talk about it. why people mama be embarrassing them? We're gonna get into that. Mr. Prada, actual real news story. We're gonna get into. It's actually in my area, Louisiana area. Okay, Baton Rouge, which is an hour and a half away, means red stick. Okay. Then we're gonna get into the Diddy of it all. There's always a Diddy update. I had to make a whole intro, okay, a whole little graphic, a whole little visual for the Diddy of it all. So we'll get into the Diddy of it all. We'll talk about John Amos and also in ignorant people's news. Okay, that's where we discuss Carlisa Jaguar Wright finesse 2 times. Okay, I don't even know why I'm discussing finesse 2 times. He might slide off my list of things to talk about because I really don't care. I never really care. Weird shape head, shape head ass nigga. I don't, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't know why he has a whole bunch of women that are always fighting over him. Like, I have no idea why any of that's happening. I've seen what he looks like, and I don't know what's wrong with anybody. I just assume short yellow bus people. Not my business. That's normally how I view that. But if we have time, we'll discuss. So we'll leave ignorant people's news for last, okay? But we're also going to be discussing Garth Brooks. For everybody out there who feels like we don't talk about the one, what happens when the white people do it? What happens when the white people do it? Well, guess what? White people today, baby. Garth Brooks, okay? We gonna get into it. All right, everybody, like the video, do what you can, support the channel. It's all greatly appreciated here, okay, on BondyBlue channel, okay? Baby, I can't even sing, girl. I'm so exhausted. All right, so we're gonna start here with Melania because I need for it to make sense on some level. Let's listen to what the lady said, and I'm sure very struggle English.
Freedom is a fundamental principle.
Fundamental principle. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh my God, evil.
That I safeguard. Without a doubt.
Why do they have a shadow on the side of her face like she Morticia Adams? Girl, what in the Adams family values is going on?
There is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
Girl, I'm so confused. Melania advocates for women's reproductive rights. Girl, we're so confused because your husband is out there promoting the Project 2025 where y'all be in control of all of the women's wombs and tell them what to do and put them in jail every time they miscarry into a toilet. Girl, okay, we're so confused right now. And listen, that's why I said this whole election is nothing but red tape, legalities, and ignorantness. Like, at the end of the day, that man should not be the president again. Like, I don't know what's wrong with anybody. I'm not going to argue with y'all about it. I just assume you're a stand slow or you have a chemical imbalance if you think he would be a good president for a second term. I don't know what's wrong with you. But we're not going to have a conversation about it because at this point, I feel like, girl, you don't want to understand me and I just can't understand you. So we're going to move on from there. But Melania, girl, figure this out because your husband is in opposition to whatever this is. This might be artificial intelligence, girl. I'm not sure. Okay. But we're going to move on because we have other things to talk about. Girl, hold up. Wendell, do I have a, yeah. Where's Wendy? Do I have a Wendy anywhere? I thought I had saved a Wendy in here somewhere, girl. Somewhere. I thought I had saved a Wendy Williams. Little screenshot or whatever because she was like, we're so happy, finally about time, Diddy got taken down, arrested, because y'all know, everybody knows Wendy Williams has been telling us for years. Okay, for years, for decades, girl, since the 90s, been on the Radio Raheem, okay, screaming to y'all, trying to let y'all know this man is unsafe. You cannot trust him. Something is wrong with him. Y'all did not want to believe her. But here we are today, okay? For some reason, I can't find that Wendy Williams. Oh, there it is, girl. This is all I really need. Wendy Williams speaks in regards to Diddy. It's about time. I don't even really care about this because ultimately I want to hear it, Wendy. I don't want to see it. I want to hear it, Wendy. Okay. I want you to talk to us. Okay. I want you to get up behind a microphone and talk to us, daughter. Okay. That's what I need. And if you're not going to talk to us, daughter, I can't. Okay. But I did want to come to y'all because what I did here before I got up here is Kelvin is back down to the courthouse trying to get Wendy's money yet again. We need to understand what the hell's going on. So let me read to y'all what they said. Atlanta Black Star. Okay, written by Johannes Kyles, October 3rd, 2004. Wendy Williams' ex-husband and ex-manager Kelvin Hunter, 57, is not letting up on his ex-wife as she now claims he was defrauded in their, I think they meant he claims he was defrauded in their final divorce judgment. The former radio DJ married Kevin Hunter on November 30th, 1999. Citing irreconcilable differences, she filed for divorce in 2019, and it was finalized in 2020. The split came after she discovered Hunter welcomed a child with his mistress, Sharina Hudson. The Sun reports that Hunter has filed documents requesting that the court vacate and set aside the settlement agreement with Williams, 60. He requested the judgment based on fraud, misrepresentation, and misconduct. I don't know how. I don't think anybody was under conservatorship when y'all divorced, sir. I don't think anything was really going on when y'all got divorced, sir. Y'all remind me. I don't know. The queen of gossip and the longtime producer of her self-entitled daytime talk show have one son together, 24-year-old Kevin Hunter Jr. Following their separation, they clashed over finances as Hunter Sr. continued to push for the monthly alimony of $250,000 he was receiving until months before the Wendy Williams show ended. Let me tell y'all something. This nigga getting $250,000 a month, and y'all mad because Tyrese's baby mama wants 10. And she got like a 11-year-old, and this nigga's grown. 250, y'all be really treating the women bad. And do you see this nigga was supposed to get $250,000 a month? Oh my God. That was the agreement. And I know he was shooting with her in the gym and protecting her from total kicking her ass and shit. But my God. My God. Okay, y'all. Whenever I have a head wrap on and I put these headphones on, for some reason, it just makes my head just, oh, girl, it's too tight. Okay, a Wells Fargo portfolio report from May 2019 listed Wendy's total holdings at $7.3 million. Okay, the situation became more complicated when Williams' best friend, Regina Shell, submitted an affidavit to a New Jersey court. Shell declared the Radio Hall of Famer had a $55 million in her Wells Fargo accounts in 2022. According to Shell, while living with Williams in July 2022, she saw the New Jersey native's cumulative bank balance. Shell also contended that Wendy considered changing her financial institution and met with Bank of America in December 2022. And you know, Bank of America seems to be very suspect. Very suspect-ish. Okay, y'all be worried about y'all money every day down there to the Bank of America. Hunter cited Shell's affidavit in his latest court documents, alleging that $48 million was fraudulently concealed in the divorce. However, Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, pushed back on Shell's claims and Hunter's assumptions. I cannot address what Shell thinks she saw or heard, what a third person thinks she heard, or what that third person may or may not have reported to Shell, Morrissey argued in her response, filing on behalf of Williams, basically saying, I don't know what that lady said. I don't know who that lady is or what she presumed to know, but I know that's not what I have down here in my records, is what the Guardian is saying. And y'all know we don't trust the Guardian. We don't. You're suspect. We have questions on how that even took place. Additionally, Morrissey asserted Hunter had no personal knowledge that his ex-wife showed Shell her financial statements. Morrissey believed that Hunter had no case to reopen the divorce proceedings. He don't. Meanwhile, Hunter continues to question whether Morrissey has legal standing to represent his wife in the litigation due to her becoming Wendy's guardian 2 years after the divorce was finalized. Miss Morrissey is an attorney in New. Oh, so he's saying that Wendy was hiding money. The friend then came out and said, "Hey, this bitch was hiding money." So, but at the same time, if this is the money she had in her Wells Fargo account, the Guardian was given to her based on the shit that was going on with Wells Fargo. I do think the bank could have possibly have stolen this lady's money, or I think that her son and his daddy was down there with some weird shit. It's just anything could have happened to why it's not the right amount of money. I do feel like $7 million seems low for how much Wendy should be worth at this point. So somebody is out there stealing out that lady purse is what we saying. Okay. Ms. Morrissey is an attorney in New York, not New Jersey. And though she claims to have been appointed as a guardian in New York, her guardianship does not extend to this court as there is no guardianship established in New Jersey. Read documents filed by Hunter in July. In September, a judge gave Morrissey 21 days to prove she had the authority to represent Williams in the case. So you mean to tell me she didn't even provide the proof that she can, girl, what the is going on down there with Wendy? Kelvin, go get a job. You bit the hand that fed you. Now live with the consequences of your actions. Find a job. J-O-B, one person wrote in Daily Mail's comment section. Another Williams backer posted, no do-over, Kevin. He took enough of Wendy's money during their marriage and spent those funds on his side piece. Move on, Kevin. Hunter has his own book publishing company, and he started multiple businesses that have not been very lucrative. In July 2023, he was sued for a $20,000 credit card bill, and he also sold 2 luxury cars to a lending company. Last October, Hunter sold his $1.2 million home in Florida, the same home he failed to pay HOA fees for. Some believe he's still struggling now and in need of money to sustain. Yeah, we know because he come down here with this every few months. Every 3 months, we got to hear from Kevin and how he needs some more Wendy's money. And then we find out Wendy don't know what's going on. Okay. Wendy don't know where her money at. Wendy don't know where her shoes at. Okay. Wendy don't know how we got here. All right. It's too much, y'all. It's too much. I have so many questions. And I think one day we'll find out exactly what the hell been going on down here with Wendy Williams and her money and all of these people. I just definitely feel like this is what happens when women put all of their trust in a man and then they break up with the man and then they just kind of like self-implode. Because if you ask me, Wendy was not taking good care of herself. Like it seemed like Wendy was out here drinking. Wendy was out here partying with Black China. Like, girl, what the fuck is you doing that for? And we not talking about fake healed Black China. We talking about headbutting and kicking niggas in the head with her knee while they sleep, Black China. Okay. Back then, girl. Before she became Angela White to the people. Okay, Angela White to the people. Yeah, girl. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I know that I have questions. I know that Wendy has had very fugazi, funny style ass people around her. Thank you, people in the comments. Ray J. Ray J is one of those people that's been very suspect. And trust me, we're gonna discuss Ray J today because somebody, I don't know who, but somebody asked Ray J to go on down to the news people and be the hip hop front person, to speak on behalf of hip hop culture and how we are all not represented by Combs. We are all not represented by Combs. And I don't know anything, Ray J. Nobody believes that you don't know anything. Nobody believes that you didn't see anything. Nobody believes that you didn't do anything, Ray J. Nobody believes that. Everybody knows that something happened with you and Wendy. Because when you and your backpack popped up around Wendy Williams, I said, it ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. I pointed it out to y'all. Y'all remember? I know a lot of y'all been here for a long time. Y'all know I said it. He was given duffel bag boy. Duffel bag. He was given duffel bag boy. That's what he was given. I don't know, but when he popped up on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood with a backpack, it was given duffel bag boy. So I feel like I'm coming from a real place here. And then y'all know he has, he owned a dispensary or something like that. Y'all know he was popping. It was legal at some point, but before it was legal, he still had a backpack. Okay. And listen, I don't judge people that do drugs, but when a person seemingly cannot handle whatever drug that they are on and you pop up with that in a book bag, nigga, I have questions. I wonder if you are safe. And we can go all the way back to the Whitney of the, listen, we can go back to the Whitney of the Houston. We can go back to the Whitney of the Houston. You were hanging around her right before her passing as well, Ray J. So you coming up here with your glasses on. Yes, very much giving stud with your book pack, with your backpack everywhere you go. Yeah, nigga, I don't want you getting up on the news speaking on behalf of people like you, Willie Nate, what is his name? Willie Ray Norwood. Willie Ray Norwood the second. Like you the head of a church. I don't want you coming up here with your spectacles on talking to us like you know better. Because we know that you don't know better. And you ended up in a lot of places doing a lot of things. And you told us that you was in that thug life. You said you was out here blood and all of that. That's what you said. That's what you told us, Ray J. You said your grandmama was watching you. Okay. You was very much giving little King Harris down there. Yeah, my people got money, but they not watching me. They somewhere else. Brandy's brother is down here. And I said, as soon as I saw him up there with his glasses on, talking to the Caucasian people, I told y'all, hey, change of the guard. And I told y'all that when I was on Tasha K, changing of the guard. Who's the other party boy? Like, Ray J is very much the party boy. He is very much the I'll get you what you need ass nigga. And that's exactly what I mean, even down to him being mad at Jaguar Wright. We might as well go ahead and hop skip on over. Let me see. Where is it at? Is it in anywhere where I said he was mad at Jaguar Wright? Child Jaguar is out here talking to everybody, girl. She just up here talking, just talking. You can believe some of it, don't believe half of it. Here it is.
So Jaguar Wright, I told you I had an opportunity for you. I told you I had bags for you. I'm trying to hear what you got to say. But you want to keep taking these other niggas' money and not showing love to the community? That shit weak as fuck.
First of all, why are you in the dark, my nigga? Let's start there, Ray J. Second of all, people don't have to work with you if they don't want to work with you, Ray J. And this is what I mean. Y'all, this is very Diddy-like. I want y'all to rewind the tapes. Everybody's mad that we bringing up all of these old, Diddy interviews and people catching him on camera saying crazy, weird shit to people, and y'all act like it wasn't weird back then, and now we like that shit weird. Yeah, Diddy used to do this to people. Roll up on him. Why you ain't partying with me? Why you ain't hit me up for your birthday? Why you not working with me? Why you not answering the phone? You are not entitled to people's business. And the fact that you think you are is problematic, Ray J.
Hit me right now so I can make sure you get a bag and I can understand what the fuck you talking about so we'll know what's the truth and what's not. That shit janky as fuck. You ain't hitting me back, but you...
Now, the way you and Princess will sit down and have a circular argument for 3.5 hours to be put into 2 parts and sold to us on Zeus Network for you to be sitting up here talking about so I can figure out what the fuck you talking about. Nigga, are you serious? Girl, what? Girl, I'm trying to get my glasses back on right, but I also feel like, Ray J, we don't understand you. What are you talking about?
Getting all these other motherfuckers back that's from all these other countries. Like, you safe over there. You safe with me. Stop acting scary. Jaguar, hit me back right the fuck now whenever you can. With all due respect, and I love you, and I'm sorry for cursing. Help me be a better person. Call me back.
I really hope that prank is done. I really hope that Princess is done, because Ray J is creepy as fuck. Ray J is creepy as fuck. And while we talking about Ray J, let's scoot on down. Okay? Because first of all, Ray J, where's Ray J at? Ray J, I don't know who told Ray J he was the spokesperson, but here he is.
So sad.
Now he's sitting up there talking to, how you gonna be mad that she talking to somebody else? You up here in a similar situation talking to people that we don't even know.
Bad when you think about, obviously, all the accusations with the women, but Ray J, when you think about Justin Bieber just being a kid, and Justin Bieber hasn't said anything. We don't know what's true, what's not true. But I mean, were you ever around Justin Bieber, Ray J? Did you ever get any vibes that something inappropriate was going on with him and Diddy?
I've been around Justin Bieber and I've been around Diddy a lot of times. And I think that when you watch all of these videos that's out now and you try to, take one video that Justin Bieber was, having an issue about, and then you tie it in to the Diddy story, it gets all tangled up. I think until you hear from Justin or till you hear from, Usher, to really explain it, I think it's a lot of he say, she say. It's disturbing for sure. But I think that there's a lot of hype behind it. And I think that the more the memes, the more the stories, the baby oil stories, and the more people are joking about it. And then you tie in people's actual experiences, whether they were victimized or they went through something emotional. I think that
it's so sad.
We are talking
kind of things.
We're talking to Willie Ray because he wants to make sure if anybody jumps out in front of something, it's him.
get distasteful, and I think it's getting out of control. And in this situation, you know, with Usher and Justin, you know, it's just sad that it's going viral like this without any real knowledge or real exact facts on what it could be. And I think that when you're young and you're in this game and you look up to people and you trust people and it goes the other route, I can only imagine, you know, what people are going through at that very moment. But it's sad. Kind of things get distasteful, and I think it's getting out of control. And in this situation, you know, with Usher and Justin,
Okay.
you know,
It's so sad.
So that was one of the things he said. Now let's go back in the day. Okay. Shout out to Lovely T. Okay. I think it was Lovely T. Yeah. Shout out to Lovely T.
Done. I got you. I got you. I got you, Ray, and I need you to have me too, because I think I. No, I respect you, Ray. No, I would never want to disrespect you, your mom, or your sister.
But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But, and I talked to that. Guess who else I talked to tonight?
Who?
Talked to Marcus Houston tonight, nigga.
What that nigga had to say?
He was just like trying to eat and deny the shit, dog. Wow. He did not deny it, man. I didn't ask him, but he do the refrain.
So basically, Ray J sounds like a handler. Yeah. It sounds like, hey, Ray J, can you handle this? And I think sometimes nobody was even asking Ray J to do anything, but Ray J would, you know, put himself in the mix. That's the type of hustle. You know what I'm saying? I put myself in it. This video is like, yes, it's old. Yeah, it's not new. It's not new. But my point is, with playing this, is how are you going to sit up there now, almost 20 years later, and talk about how you don't know about what's going on and you never seen any of this, and you're literally on the phone talking about Diddy called you, Jay-Z called you, and told you you needed to change your story about Chris Stokes. And anybody who knows what we know about Chris Stokes is he over there making movie after movie with Erica Mena and Tubi and over. Like, listen, they make some good little straight to Tubi movies over there together. Chris Stokes, Erica Mena, and all of them. Marcus Houston. But at the end of the day, you are never gonna live that shit down as far as I'm concerned. Raz beat and got up here way too many times and said that y'all did what y'all did. Way too many times. I'm sorry. But this to me is proving that Ray J is a part of the bullshit. You're just trying to pull yourself out of it and plaster yourself on these news organizations or whatever to try to separate yourself from the situation. But if we want to talk about Justin Bieber, we could talk about Justin Bieber. Okay. Let's be for real, y'all. If we being for real, the way Diddy went at Justin Bieber, just in clips that we've seen, we know the way Justin Bieber feels about protecting people from, you know, he talked about protecting Billie Eilish. Like, you only want to protect people when somebody has done something like that to you. And not even that, y'all, not even just Diddy. There are so many pictures, like videos and shit of grown ass people touching on Justin Bieber in a way that seems completely out of pocket, completely inappropriate. Women and men alike taking way too many liberties with him when he was a child, like he was grown or something. Something wrong with these people, bro.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right,
No.
16.
No,
16.
let's slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion. Yeah. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Y'all, what girls? What girls is this 15-year-old and this 40-something-year-old? Like, because what was it like? How old is Justin now? It's 15 years ago, probably. Does this seem, y'all, this seem cool to y'all? This seem appropriate? Because this don't seem appropriate. This is on YouTube. This is on Justin Bieber's YouTube page. Do you hear me? This shit is on Justin Bieber's YouTube page. And only because it doesn't look as weird as we know it really is. Come on, bro. Think about it. The fuck is you offering? Like, y'all about to go hang with girls for 48 hours? You talking about what he could have and all of that? Why we not seeing him singing and dancing and shit? I'm sure there are other clips of them in the studio. But yeah, no. This is weird to me, y'all. This is weird to me. And everybody I think we all thought it wasn't real. Like, oh, they're just acting like he's grown. They're just pretending. They're not really gonna do that. Oh. And then you find out poor Justin has been going through it for years. So when everybody, you know, gets up here to have these conversations, I want them to actually look, actually pay attention to what the hell has been going on. Now let's switch it up. We'll come back because there's more to discuss with Diddy. So we'll come back to that at some point. But I just wanted to show Ray J. I wanted to show how Ray J has been present and involved in these things. And now he's trying to jump out in front of everything as if, you know, I don't want to pause. I ain't had no pause to that. Did you not? Seems like you might have had some pods. You making phone calls on behalf of people. You speaking now on behalf of people. Seem like you might have some pause involved. Now let's move on to less sad things. Now let me tell you something. Somebody said, you know, I know y'all hate men over here. I said, I don't hate my man. I don't know about the rest of you niggas. Okay. And see, that's y'all problem. Y'all think that it's supposed to be a united front. All us supposed to be for all of y'all. Fuck no. you can hang it up. Flat screen, nigga. I'm not doing that with y'all. Okay. Picture frame, bitch. Mirror. Hang it up. Curtains. Clothes. I'm not doing that with y'all. I don't know where y'all get that from. That we should just be down for all of y'all. No. I don't hate men. No. I think that's weird that y'all think that. I am literally a nigga on the inside. Most people who know me know this. But essentially, I can still point out how this system is crazy and be wilding. And so when we discuss, oh, y'all can't stand. No, there are some women that I can't stand either. Okay? I.e., women like Yandy. Women like Yandy, y'all. I cannot stand a book smart, intelligent, money making pick me. They are so annoying. They're so annoying because they've gone through the things, they've gotten themselves to this level. But man, the way they will play themselves out over a nigga that ain't never cracked open an encyclopedia, girl. They will play themselves out over a nigga that ain't finished the class, okay? Don't have not a certification and not a damn thing. Okay? The only thing he got a certification in is fucking over you. And you are highly intelligent, highly educated, strong black woman. Hold a nigga down, okay? Go back and forth between him and his baby mamas to make sure you got a relationship with the kids, so the kids is at your house so that they can visit when you go up there to see him, girl. Girl. Hey, Yandy. Child, not a WNBA ad pop up. Listen, we don't hate it. And unfortunately, we still like the studs. It's so sad. All right, Yandy. So some thirsty ass girl named Princess with a whole bunch of I's, N's, and S's in the shit is on the Instagram, girl. And I'm saying the Instagram because I want you to know how far removed you really should be from this. Okay? You really should be far removed from this shit. Okay? Meaning that if you Yandy, you don't go back and forth with people in comments on Instagram, because people on Instagram, girl, the short yellow bus is all I'm gonna say about it. Okay, short yellow bus, bed on the mattress on the floor. You know what I mean? You have to think about this when it comes to people, because a lot of times people are online commenting stupid shit to you from a space of misery. You know what I'm saying? They don't have shit. They lonely. They think that you don't deserve the man you got. Don't even know you are the nigga. Just crazy, creating all kind of stories in their mind and shit like that because they want what you got. And you really online arguing with bitches, which now makes us wonder who Princess is. And now I'm finna go find her. Okay, I want to go find the bitch. Okay, listen, I want to go find her Instagram and see what it's really hitting for. I wish she would have commented on this shit. That way I would have been able to click on her stuff and see what her page really looked like. Okay, but Princess said, I got a problem in my throat. You got a solution? First of all, bitch, that's nasty. That's nasty. I wouldn't even respond to no shit like that. Girl, what kind of gutter butt nasty ass down the bottom of the barrel in the gutter? Girl, what is this? Your throat. Oh my God. Yandy said hoes. Did she say, is that what she said? Because they blocked it out. There's a doctor for that. He ain't that one, sis. The girl said, ma'am, never. Just appreciating our fine man. Girl, not our. And then she said, we'll watch your effing mouth. And I think she said, well, watch your effing mouth and your throat next time. Yandy, that's not a good comeback. Hold up. Where is it at? Yandy. Is that all you got? Yandy, is that all you got? If you're going to waste your time responding to thirsty women on the internet, girl, I'm going to need for you to do better than this. Well, watch it, girl. You basically saying our man. Girl, I would have been like our. Girl, it ain't gonna never be ours. It ain't gonna never be ours. Me and you can't shut out a motherfucking thing but this internet. this motherfucking app right here. This Instagram shit. We can't share nothing but a post, bitch. You can't share a nigga with me. What is you talking about? Okay, but then you would look stupid inquiring to a random bitch why she would ever put you and all together talking about you and her as it pertains to your nigga. But see, this is what happened when your nigga is on television telling people that y'all ain't really together. And that it's all for play. But we already knew it was all for play. Okay, it just wasn't for play when he needed somebody to hold his ass down in prison. But now he embarrassing you on television. Now he got these girls playing with you in the comments. And Yandy up here arguing with him. Yandy, girl, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Don't do it. Girl, you think, girl. I'm just saying, I know y'all think I respond to stuff all the time. I know y'all think that, but I swear for God, you think I would really seriously, angrily respond to some shit like that? Oh my God, Lyric, read this. Oh my God. My husband wouldn't even want to put his penis in somebody who offering their throat like that up in the comments, girl. You didn't even offer it in the DMs. You offered it in the comments. Oh my God. Girl, you are thirsty. Back the fuck up. Okay, look, I don't know what's inside your throat. He might put something in your throat and his shit might come out with something on it. Okay? Like, she might have teeth in her throat for all we know. I'm trying to understand what the hell is going. Girl, what? Girl, what? You offering your throat to the internet comments? To the comments, not even the DMs, girl. To the comments. You offering your throat to the comments. That is, girl, listen. Y'all know I love me a good hoe, but that's unsafe. That's unsafe, girl. That's nasty. Yes, that's nasty. That is gross. Ugh. Girl. He might put, girl, what kind of mucinex you need in the back of your throat? Girl, what's going on? Put a condom on it. Okay? Put a condom on it. Put a condom on it. Anybody that's going to put anything in the back of Princess mouth because she is offering it to the comments, please make sure that you wrap your shit up. Because you don't know who else she's offered her throat up to. You don't. You don't, girl. You don't. So y'all just be safe out here. We're going to take a quick little break and then we're going to come right back. Okay?
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
All right, quick little break and we back. Okay, listen. Girl, the girls were upset. I don't listen. There are some things you're just not about to get me upset about. So Kelsey Nicole, I love you more. Okay, listen. Y'all know Kelsey. That was Miss Who Shot You with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Okay, Miss Who Shot You. Girl, that's how you ride a bike? That's how you ride a bike? Girl, look like she about to fall off that bike. That's too much space between the seat and the handlebars, bitch. Like, it look flicked that it did. I'm worried about her on this bike. I'm like, girl, don't fall. Shit. Because she look like she about to go face down on this man. Where y'all got this bike from? This the photo y'all gonna show us? That's cuter. Does she only have this one angle? It feel like she might only be good from this one angle. Look, y'all, this is all the angles we get from Kelsey Nicole, girl, to the side. Bitch, what they call Megan? They call Megan a horse. Bitch, if Megan is a horse, then Kelsey's a deer. Okay, listen. Have y'all checked out the the Loki by Nicki Minaj shoe line, now available at DTLRO? What is that? DTLR official and Shoe Palace. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know about any of this. I don't know about these shoes. I don't know about these people. They look like another shoe. Whose shoe does this look like, y'all? Whose shoe they stole this from? Because they stole this shoe from somebody. Whose shoe does this look like? Is that a sketch? Did y'all put y'all logo on a Sketcher? They put their logo on a Sketcher. That's what they look like. What's them other shoes, y'all? Girl, but I guess this is meant to like be a FU to Megan because y'all know Kelsey loves to like show her admiration and a pastry. Girl, they're like a pastry. Girl, you didn't put your sticker on, you put your logo on a pastry. Girl, y'all gonna buy it? Okay. Kelsey, sweetheart. I mean, listen, I'm not mad at you for getting your money. But this is not the first or the second post like that's geared towards the I'm friends with Nicki Minaj now because Nicki and Meg are beefing. Like, like that's what it's giving. And I'm like, girl, get your check by any means necessary. But also, no, for real, it would absolutely be. I have one more photo in my head, and it wouldn't be Kelsey's, bitch. This photo is not yours, bitch. You will not be moving on to continue on to be a finalist in America's Next Top Model, bitch. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nikki didn't have her post that. Excuse me. Sarconies. No, for real. No, thank you, Rashawn. Thank you, Rashawn. Because for real, it's the Sarconi shoes that this really look like. Because I was like, this shit look like a shoe that I see all the time when I go down to the to the shoe store, girl. Not the shoe store. What am I thinking about? Bae, come into my mind, please. Okay, the store my husband used to work at had shoes in it, okay? Back in the day. And I used to see them Sarconi shoes all the time, girl. That's what they look like. Thank you, Rashawn. Thank you. Because you knew. Everybody else did not know. Them shoes wish they looked like pastry shoes, okay? Bitch, them shoes wish they look like the pastry shoes, bitch. Okay, yes, no. It is definitely was giving Sarconi. Okay. Now listen. I really do feel like no matter what anybody's saying, this is absolutely meant to be antagonistic towards Megan, but it wouldn't be if I was Megan. Like, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I would just be like, oh, girl, that's cute. They got them shoes at 2 stores and you got an ad, girl, you gotta do it. You better get an ad. You better get an ad for a local shoe store, bitch. You gotta do it. I would be excited if I had an ad for a local store, bitch. Look, local people, New Orleans people, Jefferson Parish people. Okay. If you need an advertisement model, girl, hit me up. All right. Listen, I would love to advertise and model for y'all and be bucked up and posted on my Instagram like Kelsey Nicole, bitch. I'm not a hater. Congratulations, Kelsey. Get your bag, girl. But at the same time, if y'all thought this was supposed to make Meg mad, girl, where's that video of her laughing real? Girl, congratulations on that. Meg got a documentary coming out and a new album. Girl, she might even have another Popeye's chicken collaboration coming up. Who knows, girl? Who knows? All right, a hot sauce collaboration, a Cheeto collaboration. You don't never know where Meg gonna pop up at your grocery store. Girl, listen. Let's move on. So remember I had told y'all at Darius. It's like, how you gonna sit up here talking about Corinne Steffens, Elizabeth Overseen, Superhead was sinning, and you in Columbus winning? Columbus looked drunk and high online talking about a woman he ain't been with in at least 6 years. And you in the comments talking about a woman that you ain't been with in probably 10 years. So I don't know how y'all felt like y'all was doing better than she's doing because she looks way more hydrated and the whites of her eyes actually look white. Girl. Okay, healthy. I don't know what y'all got going on, Darius, but you're down here paying for penis surgeries. Let's listen.
Goodness, you've had your surgery.
We're good to go.
Wait. What
Adam, I had the surgery.
The dick is gone?
It's gone now.
Shut up. What'd you do with it? Can I have it?
You might have to ask the doctors. Someone paid for it.
Who? Shut. You paid for the surgery?
Yep. He paid for it with that Saw money. That Saw, remember he was on Saw? They killed his ass right on the spot.
Did they?
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
Those people are having sex because she's grabbing his face way too much.
Saw, so I'm kind of in the dark.
Yeah, they killed him right.
You know, I don't care. Like Sidney's beautiful.
Right on spot, but he got that.
But Sidney's also thirsty, loud, annoying, aggy as fuck. Okay, like if she was classy based, like Amara, remember the girl who was on Starr? If she was classy based like her, then fine, do your thing. But you not classy based, bitch. You and Eddie Winslow be looking cracked out here.
That Saw money, dud ass. He got that Saw money, and guess where that Saw money went? That Saw money went to my SRS.
The Saw money, ironically, went to sawing off your cock and balls. Wait, you got that upgraded as well? That thing is looking kind of God. Thank goodness you.
And why you sitting up there acting like you embarrassed? You ain't spent your hard-earned money. Let me tell you something. You better not owe no child
Thank
support.
goodness.
You better not owe not an ounce of child support to not a woman out here paying for people penis to get cut. Listen, Sidney, tell us about it. Like, how do you feel? How did the surgery feel? Like, are you like having to like keep the hole open? Like, how is that all working out? Is it saying, look, like, you know? Because I've heard things, girl. Look, I went down a TikTok rabbit hole and they say when you have the reassignment surgery, something you got to keep the hole open. And it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. And you know, because it's a wound. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like the vaginal hole or the booty hole. Like, it's not like neither one of them. And then sometimes it's hard for you to like have orgasm and stuff. So like, are you still having orgasm, Sidney? Let us know. Or are you lying to us and you didn't really get the surgery? Just tell us. We want to know. Now I'm interested. Now I want to know. But I also feel like Darius, Eddie Winslow, you sitting up there looking real embarrassed about this, which is so weird because we know y'all mess around. You done been out, you know, on camera, hugged up, fool out lying with Sidney Starr before. This is not our first time seeing y'all together. We know that y'all bump, okay? We know y'all hunch and don't nobody care, okay? But it's just crazy to me when men like him want to come out and shame Corinne Steffens for whatever she had going on. Meanwhile, you might be using child support payments on people getting their penis removed. Girl, what's going on? I have questions. I have questions. I just wish them good luck. Okay, I just wish them good luck. Okay, so y'all, what's going on? I don't even know who Rashee Rice is because I don't pretend to care about football like that. Like, I like football from a nostalgic standpoint. Sundays. I like, you know, how my city feel when we win and everybody in black and gold and going around drunk, loud, and belligerent, having a good time. You know, when people under the bridge and we partying and y'all, you know, creating traffic. So I stay in my house and don't go nowhere. Like, you know, all that type of shit. All that type of shit. Like, I can watch the game. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I get glued in, then I'm gonna be passionate about whatever's going on. That's why I don't like to get glued into football games because then you're gonna have my pressure high. I don't have time for that. So I don't really know this man. Just to be clear, I don't really know this man. But he embarrassing, and his mama embarrassing him. His mama embarrassing him and us. We embarrassed for him. Because why she got caught on people's camera like this, girl? That's his mama. Mama Rice. Mama Rice. Oh, you didn't slid? Now you're picking up somebody's package, huh? Because you busted. Because you busted. Because you busted. Is you a klepto? Are you a klepto? Is your son not sending you money? Is he not making any money? What's going on, ma'am? This is embarrassing. I can't stand people like this, y'all. That's why I don't mind putting her on blast. Because I can't stand people like this. Not you stealing from in front of people's door. Like, people, y'all, that really annoys me. Like, do you know how much you be waiting on your package? No, for real. I be waiting on my packages, girl. I'm waiting at the door on my packages. And this is why I low-key don't want to move into an apartment complex, even though I want to sell my house and get a condo. Like, that's what I want to do because I'm tired of the hurricanes, girl. I want to sell my house, move to California, and find a condo under $3,000 a month and just live happily, girl. Okay. That's all I want. That's all I want. Close to the beach. Can I walk? Okay, just find me under 3,000. Can we get under 3,000? That's all I would need, girl. Okay, Burbank, wherever the hell, Diva lives, okay, that she just drive to the dispensary in 20 minutes. Girl, wherever that's at. I want a condo. But I tell y'all right now, if y'all think y'all about to steal from in front of my condo door, I'm going to put your ass on social media. I'm going to put you on social media, bitch. You better not be somebody famous staying you better not be a klepto staying wherever I move to, whatever nice apartment complex in the sky that I own, that I move into after this house, girl. Yes, I said under 3K. I did. And I feel like that's doable. I said California, not Los Angeles specifically. California, okay? You can get me out here. You can get it like No, I'm done. I'm out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go, buddy. I gotta go. I gotta go. And I can't keep it and go at the same time. That's not what it's giving right now. So next year, this whole getting sold. Okay. I can't get 9 under 3. Child, I can't get like a 15-minute walk. Ugh, that's so sad. Most condos have receipt room. Good to know, girl. Not in Cali. That's a closet. Really? Girl, y'all lying to me. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe y'all. I think I can get 3 and under. I do. Anyway, and I think I can get better than the studio too. I do. I'll go far and wide now. Okay. Girl, she took it from in front of the door. She took it from in front of the girl with her name. Girl, with her name on the back of the shirt. Yes. You know why? Because I keep hearing about, oh, you gonna come down here and they got everywhere got something. They got earthquake. I don't care. You might have an earthquake, but you don't have a hurricane season. Okay? Earthquake, not the same as hurricane season. Okay? I was living close to Long Beach, renting a basic 1-bedroom for $2,200. See, that's what I'm saying. I think I can get like a 3 for 3. You know what I'm saying? And maybe by next year I'll be able to afford a 5. Girl, who knows? Okay. Yeah, okay. See, I'm manifesting. It's going to happen. I'm speaking it into existence because I said it on the internet. Do y'all hear me? Condo, Los Angeles, not that far. Okay, listen, I'm gonna have it. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think the earthquakes are that bad. I don't care what y'all talking about. Bitch be shaking for 5 seconds and then it's over. I had to sit through a hurricane for 24 hours, bitch. No electricity for 24 hours. It is not the same. I've been hearing about them little rumbles y'all been having, girl. It feel like that whenever a truck passed my house. The fuck? Child, it feel like that when we drive down the streets in New Orleans because the streets messed up. Okay, listen. Wildfires. Okay, I'll live where they ain't got no fires at. I'll live where they don't have fires at. I know there are areas that don't have fires. Okay. And y'all saying I will go to Northern, I will go to Burbank, I will go to outskirts, bitch. I will be 2-3 hours outside of a city. Yes, I will. And can't get no fucking disaster stamps, girl. Yeah, no, I'm tired. It's over, girl. It's over. Okay. It's over. I'm done. I'm tired. Try New York. Go to hell. Ain't nobody going to New York. Oh, I love San Diego. I love Marina Del Rey, Santa Monica area, all of that. Like, yeah, listen, we're going to start selling whatever we got to sell to get there. But we getting from over here. I know that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's too damn hot. You got hurricanes and it's too damn hot. Go to hell. Hey, it's Saltwater Daughter. Thank you for the super chat. Manifest exactly what you want. You never know what kind of deal that may fall in your lap. And you never know who like you and won't give you a discount because they watch you on YouTube. Okay? Don't worry about me, bitch. I am blessed and highly favored. Okay? Just like everybody else. I just believe it. Okay? I believe it to be so. So it will be. Let's move on, y'all. But that lady, look, we said all that to say, ma'am, you embarrassing your son. You should be ashamed of yourself. And if y'all ever steal from outside my door and I get y'all on the Ring camera, I'm putting y'all on blast. I said what I said. Now let's move on. Speaking of pastry shit. Speaking of pastries, girl.
Imagine what my little boy's gonna look like at 8.
Isn't that crazy?
But obviously you've been a single mom for a long time. I'm a single mom. What has that journey been like for you? And I'm sorry for the passing of your son's father. I know that was terrible.
Very hard. It was, honestly, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, even with me and his dad separated, it was just like, I never thought that could be me. It was a really hard thing to go through. I didn't even know how to process it. Like, soon as everything happened, I honestly went to therapy 2 days after it happened, because I was like, I don't know how to process this. My son's name is his father's name, and you know, I just never knew that would be me. I mean, his father's side of the family is absolutely supportive and like amazing. And so that helps. And my family's so amazing. So like that helped me a lot. So I've leaned into family a lot. And that has been helpful for me. But I never thought I'd be a single mom. I'm like, you know, you have a kid to think this is what it's going to be. And this is how unit. In your head, like, it's got to be perfect. Like, never say never.
But I can't even imagine what my
because you just don't know, you know, but it's had its, you know, its moments. It really does. Like, you're like sitting there, somebody like, how much just me and you? Like, this is what we're doing.
I think it's one of those things that has the stigma, and nobody goes into definitely a situation of having a kid and thinking, it isn't going to be what I've seen growing up, or I'm not going to have what I walked into this thinking. But I know for me, it's one of those things where, hey, whatever's best for my kid. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's part of your story that you couldn't control. You know, how did you explain that to your son?
You know,
because it's one thing we're not
tough.
together, and another thing you're not going to see this person.
So that for me, because he was only 2 when it happened, and even now, like I want to say in the last 2 years, he looks online, which made it really tough for me. Right? Like I'm thinking the conversation I'm going to have with him would be when he's 10. And he calls me. I'm like in the middle about to go into an event for Angel's Cakes actually, and he's like, "Mommy," I'm like, you know, my father's son's mom, like she calls me and she's like, "I'm gonna give you a heads up because you just don't know." You know, he's asking how his dad got murdered, and I'm like,
"Oh my gosh,
what?" So he gets on the phone and he's bawling. He's like, "I don't know why he's not here, but why would somebody shoot him?" And then next thing you know, the next day he's like, "Someone murdered him." And I'm like, "What are you looking at, baby?" I'm like, "You can't look online because there's too much online. I don't know what you're even feeding." But I just hated that the internet told my son before I can tell him.
That is so fucking annoying.
Man, I was so, like but I was so bothered because he got the story and the narrative from online before I could even like sit him down and have that conversation. Because you know what? At 2 and 3, he was asking me like, "What happened to my dad?" And I was to say like a bad guy did something bad to him. You know, like I didn't like, how do you tell a kid that's 3 that what happened? You know, and he just kept asking, and he would ask his grandmother separately and other people like, "So what happened?" Like what? And he's only 3. So you got to imagine 3, 4-year-old asking these questions, but we're like, he's not ready to hear this.
Yeah. He's not able to process it.
But that's the thing. So at 8, he calls you and asks you again. He's been asking since he was 3. To me, that sounds like he was ready because he was ready to ask. As soon as your son was ready to ask you, there should have been a way to explain it to him to where he's not finding something out from the internet if he's been asking you for years. I'm just saying, y'all. I know y'all think that kids are so fragile, but kids, they're going to figure it out, or it's going to bother them. They're going to keep asking. They're going to find out. You might as well tell them instead of waiting and then deciding that, oh, now I'm mad because they went to the internet. He shouldn't have had to go to the internet. He asked you, and you should have told him when he asked you. To me, that's just my opinion. I don't have no kid, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all feel like if you don't have a kid, you don't understand. I think that's bullshit. I was a child. I remember being a child, and because my parents were so honest with me about a lot of things, I was very much ahead of a lot of the kids that I went to school with. A lot of the kids I went to school with did not know what they were talking about. They would spread misinformation, and I would be the one like, "No, you're wrong. That's not true. That's not right." Like about sex, anything. Because people just lie to their kids or tell them something different. And, tell your kids the truth. That way people can't give them misinformation. Tell them the truth. But outside of that, you would think that that's what this conversation was supposed to be about. Okay. Angela Simmons opens up about her 8-year-old son asking questions about his late father. That's what you would think the comments would be talking about. But oh no, y'all hoes in the comments arguing about what a single mom is. Pray for everybody. So attorney Simone said, I don't understand women saying they didn't think they would be a single mom when they have a child with a boyfriend. That's literally what a single mom is. It's an unmarried mom. Okay. But also, what people think a single mom is, I don't have any help. I don't have anyone helping me. I don't have a father, another parent. I'm not co-parenting with someone. I'm parenting singularly by myself, which is different than just being a single mom. Yes, you are single and you are a mother versus being a married mom. But yes, there are plenty of women who are married single mothers because they are married and they are the only ones responsible primarily for their children. On a daily basis, they're the only ones handling the child. It's just them by themselves. Okay. If you have a co-parent, you have somebody that helps you with that. Even if they don't live with you, the child might spend some time with them. They may have certain things that they are responsible for as it pertains to your child. But a lot of this comes from y'all wanting to judge single mothers to me. Like, that's what it feels like to me. So from her comment, then you have all of these people in the comment, you aren't a single mom if your child's father is present. Now y'all are going to argue with it. Like, literally motherfuckers arguing. By law, a single mom is an unmarried mother. Even with the present father, you're still doing it alone at home on your days. That's not necessarily the case, depending on what your situation is. There are some men that are there on a daily basis with their children, whether they live with the mother or not. Like, I come and pick him up, I do his homework with him, I drop him off to you, or I pick him up and bring him to school and you pick him up. Like, there are some people that do have somebody day to day helping them with what they have going on. Okay. But yes, like Colby, married single women. Okay. And like Christina, married single women. Y'all are married, y'all have men, but y'all are the ones that are primarily responsible for the children. The men just pay for things. They don't actually help you with the day-to-day, which takes time and energy, which I feel like is more valuable than money a lot of the times. Like, it is. It is what it is. You can say that it's not, but the truth of the matter is time is more valuable. Energy is more valuable than money. A lot of the time, most of the time. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't feel like you're not getting paid adequately at your jobs. Most people feel like they're getting paid inadequately for how much they work. And it's because your energy and time in real life is more valuable than the piece of paper or the money or the number in your account that they're giving you. Okay? Most people don't experience being paid comfortably what they feel like they are really worth. Okay. So back to this whole single mom conversation. It's just a judgment. It's a judgment. It's a judgment that something's wrong with you. You made a mistake. You chose wrong. Like, the man died. Okay. The man died. Okay. The man died. But essentially, her not being married to him, I guess that means, you know what I'm saying? But what about people that aren't married, but they're together and they raise their children together and they're not married? Would you still consider that person a single parent, even if they do have a person there that they live with that's helping them? Like, all of these labels and shit so that y'all can make people seem that they are less valuable or, less validated in their personhood. I'm tired of y'all with that shit. I'm tired of y'all with that shit. Like, give it a fucking rest. Okay. Yes. At the end of the day, a single mom really means a person that's unmarried and is a mother. That's what that's supposed to mean. But what it grows to mean in our society is a woman that's raising a child by her fucking self. And that's because most of the time men don't help anyway. A lot of men don't help anyway, is what we're saying. Whether you married to them or you're not with them no more, a lot of them don't help on a day-to-day basis in the way that the mother does for the child. So she will still then be doing more, still then be considered the primary parent, all of that shit. So a lot of these definitions are mute and stupid and dumb. Okay? And it's just meant for y'all to make single mothers feel bad. And I wish y'all would get up off that. I really do wish y'all would get up off that. Like, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to hog tie some nigga in the house so he'll stay? Like, what you supposed to do? Because when y'all say pick better, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because there are women that get with men who are supposed to be good men and still end up doing stupid ass shit that put their families in jeopardy. Like, and then y'all want women to forgive those men. So which one is it? Like, oh, love is forgiveness. I can't, those posts where you see, I wonder how many times they had to forgive each other in order for them to be 80 years old dancing in the rain together. Bitch, get the fuck out my face with this shit. Okay? Get the fuck out my face with this shit. Just always trying to convince somebody they should stay somewhere they don't want to be, simply so that if somebody isn't a single parent. Child, fuck all that. Be a single parent. And what else is going on? Everybody will be okay. Everybody will be all right. Oh Lord, y'all be so upset about being single. And I just kind of feel like, is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? I don't think it's that bad. I'm not single, but I also remember being single. And it wasn't bad when I was single, child. Child, I was busy. Anyway, I worked. You know what I'm saying? I had shit to do. Fuck. A couple of people I can call. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't know when single became a problem. All right, because you let the men tell it. You let the men tell it, and being single, it is the best shit since sliced bread. Being married is them going to prison. Niggas sitting up here talking about getting married is going to prison. I'd rather be single and free. And then looking at the women talking about, bitch, you single and you had a child. Bitch, my pussy work and I don't belong to anybody. I don't know what y'all want from me. Okay. I don't know what y'all want from the women. Okay. They coochies are producing children and they are not hog tying niggas in the basement. Essentially single mothers. Okay. Let them live. Let them live. Mr. Prada. Yeah, this is a very, very disturbing story. Okay. Fox 8 Local First is reporting. An arrest warrant reveals detective found a significant amount of blood throughout the apartment of Terrion Thomas, whose posts on TikTok as Mr. Prada. Witnesses say they saw him struggling to drag an object wrapped in a tarp down the stairs before loading it into a vehicle. So y'all, what they saying is this young man unalived his therapist, is what they're saying. He unalived his therapist, and they chased him and they found him. He didn't get very far. Okay, I wasn't even gonna talk about it at first. I wasn't even gonna talk about this at first. And then come to find out that he may have allegedly violently unalived this man, beat him to death, is from what I heard, because the man was his therapist and was touching him. Now, I don't know why the therapist was going to this young man's home. That's the first thing that make me feel like the situation was inappropriate, because the therapist went to his house. The therapist went to his house. Something must have happened. And then later they see the boy, bringing the nigga down the stairs in a talk, putting him in. And then they found him on the side of the road somewhere, and his family, oh, what happened to him? He was a great man. Yeah, he was a great man. But in 2015, he was accused of fondling a child. Now, on TikTok, y'all tried to make it seem like this child and Tori are the same person. That's not what I'm reading online, okay? From what I'm reading from WAFB, they're saying that the 20-year-old arrested in Dr. Nick Abrams' case is not the same person who accused the doctor of molestation in 2015. Abrams' former attorney said Wednesday. Now, y'all know that would be sealed. We wouldn't know who the 11-year-old was because it's a child, so we would not know. Abram, a 69-year-old Baton Rouge mental health therapist and former priest, was found beaten to death Sunday. The Baton Rouge Police Department issued a warrant for the arrest of Terrion Ishmael Thomas, a popular TikTok contributor known as Mr. Prada, on charges related to him allegedly crashing Abram's stolen vehicle and fleeing on foot Monday afternoon. Mr. Prada was apprehended by police in Dallas, Texas, late Tuesday. As of Wednesday morning, no one has been charged with Abrams' death. That's what they were saying, but not even arrested this boy. But his lawyer says that they were not the same person. But in 2015, he was released on a $25,000 bond, and they decided, because of lack of inculpatory statements by the arrestee, they declined to institute formal charges against him in 2015. They let him go, and I guess he was free to continue to practice. Because from what I understand from the people on TikTok, Terrion was Dr. Nick Abrams' client. I'm not sure, because the things they saying on TikTok can't exactly be substantiated. Somebody said, oh, somebody bought the paperwork and they said that it was the same person, but the lawyer came out to WAFB and said it wasn't. So I don't know. But either way, just because Terrion wasn't the young man from 2015 does not mean that you didn't do this to another young man and that young man beat your ass to death. Because let's be very clear. A pervert is a pervert. A pervert is a pervert, y'all. And it's not something you, I feel like, can unlearn. I think it's just a proclivity. And most of the time that proclivity takes over. If you ask me, if you've been accused of it once, you've done it. You've done it probably more than we know. You just haven't been caught and people haven't said anything, specifically when they do it to boys. But you tell me you a former priest and now you are a therapist and you seeing young boys, and this young boy, comes off slightly effeminate. When I watched some of his TikTok videos, he had cut his hair off, chopped his hair off real weird. He was going through something. The little boy on TikTok. He was going through something. Okay. It was very obvious from his videos. So it does seem that there is a possibility, and we don't know yet, that this doctor could have been inappropriate, touched this kid, did something, and that kid beat his ass to death. Why you was at his house? Why was the therapist at his house? Let's talk. Because that's some weird ass shit. I'm going to be, keeping an eye on this story to see what happens with it. Because it does seem like Terrion may have been a victim retaliating or, defending himself or responding. He did say he was bipolar in his videos as well. He did say that. But yeah, y'all, we'll keep an eye out for more on this story. Hold up, y'all, because I'm showing y'all the news feed, but this is the young man and that's the doctor next to him, because I was gonna play it, but I decided there's no need to play it. I can tell y'all what happened. But yes, everybody be safe out there. Quick little break, come back for more.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about John Amos. God rest his soul, the father from Good Times. Okay. Y'all, in these past few months, I want to say maybe the past 6 months or so, there have been a lot of stories about John Amos on the internet, whether it's his children saying that there was something going on with his health. There was somebody like in charge of his estate that wasn't really his child. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but they told us that he had passed this past week, but actually he died in August. And I don't know what the hell is going on, but he was on social media. So I'm confused about what's happening. So let's read. This is from his daughter. She says, I am without words. Our family has received the heartbreaking news that my dad, John Allen Amos Jr., transitioned on August 21st. We are devastated and left with many questions about how this happened 45 days ago, learning about it through the media like so many of you. This should be a time of honoring and celebrating his life, yet we are struggling to navigate the wave of emotions and uncertainty surrounding his passing. Still, there is some semblance of peace in knowing my father is finally free. My family and I deeply appreciate the outpouring of love, calls, texts. Please continue to hold our family in your prayers and thoughts. Thank you. Okay, so she showed a video of her and her dad together. Let me scroll. Here we go. He was 84 years old, and there is some question about what was going on as far, because they had some woman around him at the hospital and they were saying that wasn't his daughter. Then people was posting this RIP to a legend, John Amos. I remember I put that on you so good this day you could barely move, girl. And he looked old right here. So I don't know what's going on. Girl, I don't know what's going on with John Amos, but it seems as if, there might be some foul play. There might be some foul play because he was a strong 84-year-old. And I know he had been sick. We had seen him in a hospital some months ago. Hold up. Let me go to my news feed, girl. let's see, TMZ. John Amos' daughter Shannon is claiming her brother Casey colluded with 2 others to take advantage of the declining actor, alleging his will was changed before his death. Okay, hold up. Let me put this picture up. Okay. Let me read y'all the article. This is from TMZ. Shannon appeared on TMZ Live today, where she was joined by John's former business manager, Paul Balsari. Paul Balsari. That's what it must be. Her daughter, Quiera Colston, and John's goddaughter, Amy Goody, to sound the alarm over their unanswered questions about the shocking circumstances surrounding the Good Times star's death. According to Shannon, John was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia in 2016, prompting KC to move in with their dad. And she says KC then proceeded to isolate the TV legend from his other loved ones, even monitoring his phone calls. Shannon says KC's alleged drug addiction and mental issues led to estrangement among the family, and alleges her brother withheld treatment from their dad. Oh, wow. Balsari, John's ex-business manager, also claims he and 2 other individuals were the actors' power of attorneys before KC allegedly took their place without any discussion. Shannon said, "My uncle was actually the head of his estate." Sorry, y'all, I gotta wipe my glasses because, girl, I need to be able to see. Okay. She says, my uncle was actually the head of his estate, and he had to do 5 wills because my brother would come in and would get him to sign paperwork. He would undo everything. As TMZ previously reported, KC announced John's death through a statement on Tuesday, claiming the Amos patriarch passed away from natural causes in LA in August. Shannon said Tuesday she learned of her dad's passing through the media, pondering why it took 45 days for the death to be announced. And KC had John's body cremated 9 days after his death without a funeral and without notifying the family. She added, "I think that my brother had him cremated quickly so that law enforcement couldn't do and the family couldn't ask for an autopsy. We knew that my father had congestive heart failure. We know he wasn't in any kind of hospice." Shannon accused Casey of elder abuse last year, which her brother and father both denied at the time. In July 2023, Casey was arrested for threats he allegedly made against Shannon that had her fearing for her life. The family has made it clear this dispute is not about money. The family is planning on a memorial for John Amos on November 23rd, child. Oh, Lord. And Casey has not responded to them trying to get a comment. So yeah, it does sound like the brother probably mishandled the father, wasn't taking care of him. Yeah, nah, it definitely seems that way, child. It definitely seems that way. And that's so unfortunate. And I have to wonder if you knew your brother had a drug addiction and all of that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm taking this off my head now. If you knew your brother had a drug addiction, why is he the person that's in charge? Tell me. Why is the drug addict the person that ends up being in charge? Where were you? Why were no other family members involved? Like, it's obvious that something is not right. This is so unfortunate. I hope that they're able to investigate and find out what's going on, because it really does seem like, you probably was over there drugging that man and giving him coochie, and he thinking everything's okay. And then, you're not giving him his medication and you're stealing from him. And, he probably don't know he's old. He has some form of dementia. Like, this is not right, y'all. And I'm really sad about it. I'm really sad about it because I love me some John Amos, child. I love the daddy from Good Times. Okay, I seen a lot of his movies back in the 70s, and he was that nigga. He was that nigga. They also said, and this is, God rest his soul, please no disrespect, but he is famously known for having one of the biggest penises in Hollywood, based on a book I've read by the Banger sisters. Okay, listen. Not in a disrespectful manner, but since we talking about, why the young girl talking about putting pussy on people, yeah. I read that in a book from the 70s. They said, no, I read that online. The book in the 70s was talking about Jimi Hendrix. But no, there was somebody online that was a somebody that was like a one of the girls that would go a groupie back in the 70s, and said that he was like one of the most well-endowed men, if not the most well-endowed man that she'd ever had sex with. It was a story like some years ago, girl. And I never forget, because then after that, I could never look at them damn khaki pants the same way. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, but James wore the same khaki corduroy pants every episode. No lie. Okay. After that, I was just like, I can't watch it the same. Hey, Kaisha, what's going on, my love? Thank you for the super chat and thank you for the birthday wish. Thank you. Listen, we going to the Fried Chicken Fest this weekend, so we definitely gonna be getting a shot on you, girl. Okay. Somebody said you can see it from his pants. Yeah, good times. Yes, I heard that. I have definitely heard that. She said John Amos and Arsenio Hall were really Arsenio Hall? That doesn't surprise me for some reason. Arsenio Hall has like big dick energy. It's something about the way he was like like certain niggas with big, like their energy just kind of be like just so like, oh my God, I got a big dick. Yeah. Anyway. It's sad, y'all. It's a mess. But God rest his soul. He lived a long life. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot out of John. I keep wanting to say James, but John Amos. Okay, so shout out to him. All right, y'all. I think it's time for us to get into some Diddy news.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I told y'all that there were underage people. I told y'all that there were going to be kids, and people wanted to argue about that. And there's still people that, are sitting up there like, do y'all really believe he would do this to a child? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? And the reason why I say that is because you have to know that any person that would do some of the shit that Sean is alleged to have done to people, he would do it to a kid too. I don't know why y'all think every dude that's out here assaulting is just like, one of those I don't want to stop, so I'm ignoring your nose type, artist. But the type of shit that Diddy is accused of doing, y'all, some of the stuff is like brutal. Like it's brutality against somebody. It's not about sex. That's not about being turned on. That's about power. That's about being able to exert your power over people. And this is my thing with y'all. This is my thing. If this nigga don't care about making other grown-ass men uncomfortable in the same way that we've seen him do with Justin Bieber on camera. There's another video that I did not play of him, jokingly talking about why you ain't answering my phone calls? Why you changed your number? And Justin looks scared, but it all looks like it's just a skit. But when you watch the way Diddy has continued to have some of those same type of moments with grown ass people sitting across from Noriega and Fab talking about, I like it when you do that, daddy, and why you ain't hit me up, and telling 50 why we ain't go shopping. Like, why you ain't hit me up? Why you not answering my phone calls? All of that harassing. Yes, harassing behavior. So if he is acting on camera with a child, the same way Justin Bieber, he was acting with Justin Bieber, the same way he was acting with Fab and Noriega and all them other niggas on camera, flirting with them in front of everybody, making everybody uncomfortable. Can you please explain to me why you think he would not be doing the same thing behind closed doors? Come on, y'all. Let's be fucking for real. And y'all might want to say that, a lot of this is lawyers that are just, oh, I don't believe it. I don't know why you don't believe it. Please stop saying you don't believe shit when it comes to this nigga. Hang it up. Hang it up. Throw it against the wall. It's going to stick. It's too many stories that are actually true. And this is another thing that everybody keeps forgetting. Most of these people are coming out because their tapes were seen by the FBI. These people aren't just coming out for the fun of it. A lot of them are coming out because it's on tape somewhere already. Let me read what they say. Attorney Tony Busby says about 25 of Diddy's sexual assault accusers were minors at the time of the alleged assault, with one allegedly being a 9-year-old boy. Busby claims Diddy lured the 9-year-old boy to a studio audition with the promise of a record deal with Bad Boy and then allegedly sexually abused him. Another victim was 15 and was allegedly awed by Diddy and others at an NYC party. Now, let me make y'all understand something about this. Diddy is the party guy. He gets you what you like. You remember when Justin Bieber was like girls and he's like, oh, I got you. You know, my type of guy. He can get you girls. Understand he can get you kids too if that's what you into. That's what this gives, y'all. It gives, I can get you what you want. And a lot of times what these people want is other famous people. That's why Corinne Steffens, y'all heard Corinne Steffens say she was gifted to Diddy. I told y'all, and we had talked about it previously. I don't know why she's leaving out his name, but Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti gifted Corinne Steffens to Diddy. He asked for her. That was in her book. That was in her book. And I told y'all that that's the way they do it, because when I talked about how she felt like I just wanted to be around these famous men, these men that are important, they're choosing me. They could have anybody here and they're choosing me. That's from some deep broken shit inside of Elizabeth Corinne from a child being abused with an ain't shit ass mama. Because Corinne come from one of them mamas that'll let a nigga assault her daughter and then blame her daughter for it. Like Corinne come from a mama like that. Corinne also came up through the hands of Ice-T. He was also in her book as one of her primary pimps that taught her how to go into this game and get with these rich men. Go present yourself a certain way, how you need to look, how you need to talk in order to get these men to pay attention to you. She was already broke in before she got to the celebrities. That's why Corinne walks in with her eyes open like, yeah, I want to experience this. Because the broke already happened on the island when she was a child. So by the time she gets to you know, your Irv Gottis and your Ja Rules and your Diddies and all of that, by the time she got into these rooms, it was like, this is all I know to do. And now I figured out a way to have a nice, beautiful lifestyle using my beauty, using my sex. And yeah, I don't always want these things. And it's not always a good place for me to be in, but at least I can get what I need to get from it. And then once they played her out and Irv Gotti and all of that shit went down, then what happened? Then your book comes out and you telling the truth about how these niggas was basically shaking hands and selling you behind your back. And then sometimes they was doing it in front of your face. She was numb already. Yeah, basically. You know, she not doing that shit no more. Y'all can play all of them games y'all want to about that chef, but they were like in a relationship, or at least they were like dating, and she gets pregnant by that guy, allegedly, you know, however that went down. But that's a totally different situation. And Corinne has never been like one of them ones trying to get pregnant by a rich nigga. She got pregnant by a man like that. Her son, she only has one child. That, I don't care what that old ass nigga say, that old ass nigga was fucking with a child. The nigga who is her baby daddy, him and his old lady came out and they talk bad about her and call her all types of, yeah, we know Corinne be with the shits. We know she's not always perfect and she's not innocent and all of that shit y'all like to say. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it sounds like Corinne was too fucking young for your old ass Cool G rap. Yeah. Yeah, that's her baby daddy, right? Yeah. Nigga. Okay. She wasn't out here just trying to get pregnant by everybody. I don't know if y'all paid attention to that. One kid. By an old ass nigga. So yeah, but she talked about being gifted to Diddy as well. But yeah, I don't, you know, I don't know why everybody thinks that he's, you know, morally above any of this. He's not morally above any of this. Okay? So here.
Wendy accused Diddy of committing crimes. She just always accused him of being gay.
Freaky.
No, gay.
Oh.
Well, gay and freaky.
Yeah, that's
freaky
right.
gay.
She said freaky, but
freaky gay.
Yeah, freaky.
But here's the thing about Diddy's situation, right? It don't need any more sauce on it. Like, it needs zero seasoning. He's pretty cooked either way, but it is, you mean to tell me a lawyer found 120 people, exactly 60 men, and 60 women.
Oh, it was more. They cut it down to that number.
What's exactly 60 men and 60 women? The perfect balance of cheeks. Like, come on now. Come on. But and then when you create things, when you say a 1-800.
So it would have been better if it was 52 people.
Did Diddy rate me hotline? How do you expect humans to operate in good faith with something like that? Like,
well, you fact check, Charlemagne. The lawyers then investigate. They have investigators. They do their due diligence, and they actually see if it's a case that they could win before they just take it on. It's no different than when you do a 1-800 for a medication that has caused a lot of damage to people. Y'all see commercials all the time. If you took this medicine between this year and this year, you may be entitled to a certain amount of money. Call this number. Like, it's because of how many people he victimized. That's why. And I wish they would stop calling him just freaky. This is not freaky. This is not freaky, y'all. Freaky is consent. Freaky is consent.
How can you go through those calls and pick who's credible?
Talking about 20 years ago.
Why are you acting like y'all? Are y'all dumb? Are y'all really acting like y'all don't know how the fuck this happened? Especially you. Oh my God. You, DJ Lightskin, your ass literally had somebody promoting on your radio show who was scamming people. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was in a club and he did it like it's.
I don't even. I'm just saying.
Some of this shit is not from 20 years ago. Some of this shit is from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right before Carisha became the main.
How do you know that these people are making accusations in good faith? Like, you think that you put a hotline out in this era to the World Wide Web? I've never heard hundreds of thousands, probably millions of people calling. You think people ain't playing?
Because you have to.
I'm just saying, how do you go through those things and pick who's credible and who's not?
How do you get the job for the person that vets the diddler hotline? Like that, honestly, outside of the attorneys, they have to have help.
They're gonna go
that do. It's like I don't know what are the perimeters?
The stories that's gonna hit the press, the stories that people are gonna talk about. That's 9 times out of 10 what they're gonna take.
Yeah, it's just things like that which make it feels like it makes no, it does. It makes our judicial system a joke, and it ruins the validity of folks with real accusations.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Does it do it when they suing the pharmaceutical companies? Do y'all feel like it's any less real when the pharmaceutical companies are being sued and have to pay payouts to people? Like, it's definitely given y'all are purposefully trying to interject this line of thinking into the narrative that we shouldn't be believing half of these people because it can't possibly be all of these people. Why can't it be all of these people? Y'all was letting that nigga do shit to people on camera in front of people. Everybody just turn their head and act like they ain't see shit. Why is it hard to believe that from 1991 to 2022, there could be hundreds of people over the world over who've been assaulted by Sean? Why is that hard to believe?
And granted, again, these things have not been filed, so we got to wait to see what may be real, what may not be real. But it does. I wouldn't go if I was a victim. I wouldn't be a part of this like major lawsuit. It just looks.
I'm not
like
calling a hotline.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you what you would do if you was a victim. Another thing y'all don't think about is that a lot of the times why people will go in with a large lawsuit like this is because they don't have the money themselves to pay for a lawyer to defend them alone. So it's easier when a lawyer comes to them with like a group of people, like, hey, if you have, you can jump on this. Like, a lot of times because they don't have the money. Yep, oddly enough, even Gene Deal is starting to backtrack and question the data. I saw Gene talk. Let me tell y'all why y'all can't trust nothing that Gene is talking about. Okay. And I'm not saying you can't trust nothing because he says a lot of things that we know can back up. Cassie things he's seen, we know. And he said something that was true. He said Diddy will only show himself. And it's the same thing that the other dude said, Freddie P said the same thing. Diddy shows himself to who he needs to show himself to in the way he needs to show himself to that person. So if you're a hood nigga, Diddy is going to show you hood nigga. If you a gay nigga, Diddy is going to show you a gay nigga. If you is a diddler, he's gonna show you a diddler. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the type of time you on. Whatever type of time you on, that's the type of time Diddy is gonna be on, depending who you are. Now, when it comes to Gene said some shit that made me feel like, yeah, I can't trust everything that you saying because you don't have the mentality it takes to really understand what's happening, and that's why you probably was working for that nigga for so long. He said that people get into this industry and they let this industry turn them into monsters. No. Diddy was a monster before he got into the industry. Diddy was a monster when he allegedly beat that lady with a belt on Howard's campus in the goddamn quad in front of people. His name, P. Diddy, comes from Puff Daddy. Puffy. The reason why he was called Puffy, he said it himself, he had a terrible temper as a child and a teenager and a young man. And I want you to take it even further back and recognize that whatever has caused him to be out here doing what he's doing with people, sticking his penis in and out of people in this very diabolical, treacherous, brutal way, it is because somebody did something to him when he was a child. The monster was created before he got into the industry. The only thing the industry gave him was more of it. So when Gene Deal says stuff like that, that's why I'm saying you can't trust his mindset. Not that you can't trust his word on what he's seen or what he's heard, but you can't trust his mindset on it because he thinks that the industry made Diddy this person. No, 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 no. Diddy was already this person. In my opinion. In my opinion. Because I was listening to Gene today. Because I very much believe the things that he says as it pertains to Diddy. So I saw what he had a new interview up there on the Art of Dialogue, and I'm listening to it in the car. And he said that shit about, the industry turned him into, I said, yep, that. Because that's the same thing with Freddie P. Y'all refuse to see the person fully and to see that the person has not been turned into a monster. They were already a monster by the time they got into the industry. The industry is just full of monsters playing off of other people, victimizing other people. You can turn some victims into monsters, and then you can play off of them and use them. It's all like a little, ladder system, if you will. But Puffy was already crazy. And yes, the priest at the Catholic school that he attended was investigated. Yes. And on top of that, that mama, very much given madam, very much given, he could have grew up in a situation like Scrappy, where you got hoes, selling pussy in the bedroom next to you. It's very much given that might have been his life before. Okay. So yeah, that's the reason why. It is a lot of like apologists, and it's a lot of people trying to muddy the waters so that Diddy doesn't seem like what it seems like he's a monster that's been taking advantage of people. But that's exactly who the fuck he is. Yes, very much shiny suit wearing, good record playing ass, all that. You know what I'm saying? Very much so. But at the end of the day, you cannot wreak this much havoc on people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And get away with it and then still be seen as a victim yourself. No. The day of the Geechee is over, my nigga. Like, the day of the Geechee is over. It's done. This person said they only accepted 120 out of 3,000 plus cases who called in. Tony is a high profile lawyer with a great success rate. I'm sure they're not actually accepting clients without the right evidence. Imagine being a victim and hearing people talk like this. Bruh. If you a victim, you should stay your ass off the internet. Speaking of victims that should stay their ass off the internet, Cassie reportedly hurt and disgusted by baby oil jokes amid Diddy's sex trap. I don't understand what part of any of this is funny. I don't understand what part of any of this is funny, man. Like, I might infuse my humor in this because it's dark, but there's nothing funny about this shit. There was nothing funny about that nigga stockpiling shit so that he could lock motherfuckers in hotel rooms and do whatever he want to do and pay everybody off to get away with whatever he did. Like, there's nothing funny about any of this. What y'all talking about? The slipping and sliding in Diddy's house? That's funny? Okay. But it wasn't funny when they brought his sons out and arrested them in front of the house. Y'all was real mad when the federale hood did that shit, huh? Cassie is hurt that people are making jokes and memes out of the baby oil because of what it could have been used for. It isn't funny to her or anyone who experienced similar. Continuing, the source addressed Cassie's reaction to a Texas lawyer recently stating that he's representing over 100 individuals filing a class action abuse lawsuit against Diddy, who we just talked about. And she said Cassie had heard mumblings about the class action suit, but broke down in tears when she was informed of the allegation about the child. They continued, she is planning to take time away from receiving updates because it has sickened her, and she hopes that anyone who was hurt receives justice and peace of body and mind. I know that's right. The source went on to state that Cassie hasn't spoken about Diddy's recent arrest because the case is triggering for her, and added that she and her husband, Alex Fine, are doing everything they can to protect their two young children as the case moves forward. And here's another thing that I've been hearing a lot. A lot of y'all like to say, oh, Cassie was laughing at Kim. The only person that I could see when I researched that, because I was like, where are y'all getting that from? Because somebody commented that to me, like a reason why we shouldn't care about what happened to Cassie is because she was laughing at Kim, which to me, I feel like when you pit women against each other before they really know the monster that they're dealing with, they're going to do this ran kitty cat fighting over dick shit. Like, just like Young Miami was doing, like, that's what women do. If a nigga with money, he causes triangulation. That's what's going to happen. That doesn't mean that they deserve what happens to them. It doesn't mean that they even really know about the abuse that somebody is being subjected to until they're subjected to it themselves. You know what I mean? So for me, I just kind of feel like that wasn't a good enough reason for me to feel like, oh, fuck, can y'all really be mad at Cassie? And I don't understand why, because she was the only one with the balls to do what nobody else seemingly could do. Not even Kim. Nobody said anything. Nobody actually filed paperwork and said anything that actually made a dent in this shit. And she was the only person that actually came forward like, I got all of the evidence you need. And he played on her top. He played on her top too many times. I wonder if she's still supposed to be coming out with that book. I wonder. And I know there's some things she withheld from that lawsuit. I don't think she said everything in that lawsuit either. So if she does come out with a book, there are going to be details that we don't know about in the book. Either way, I still don't give a fuck. I feel like what we should be focusing on is the fact that he did this shit. That's what we should be focusing on. The fact that we know he did these things to people. We watched him do this shit over the years. And I'm not talking about like the sexual stuff, but just the overall aggressiveness, the overall barbaric attitude towards other people and exerting his will over them. It's all over the place. If you were actually paying attention, that's why a lot of us didn't like him. He had to brother love himself in order for people to start liking him again. I heard about Babs and them. A lot of them stay quiet. Yeah. Babs from Making a Band made a really good point on the interview saying she needed to tell her story in order for other people to be brave enough to tell theirs. She really did. And Babs is still somebody that's still not saying a lot of shit. Like they not saying the stuff that they could be saying because they're still scared. And I'm not mad at them. I'm the people who don't come out to disparage, like, you know, Kalina, but just basically say, hey, it is what it is. And I'm not going to say anything, but it is what it is. I respect that. If you still scared, you don't want to come out and tell your story just yet, that's your business. But when people do come out and y'all want to dispel their stories or act like they deserved what happened because they laughed at somebody, I'm like, right, because laughing at somebody means you should be brutalized for years, right? Y'all are weird. Y'all are mad weird, okay? Moving on from there, y'all, Garth Brooks. Because, you know, hold up. Before we get to Garth Brooks, I want to come back down right quick, right fast, because I want to mention this. This is the second time Carisha, and I'm clocking it because we still talking about Diddy, right? So I just want to clock this before I move on to Garth Brooks, right? My man, Santana shares text messages between him and Young Miami. Now, first it was Tia Kemp. And trying to talk about, what's this man I saw you at the football game with, Carisha? trying to put it out there like Carisha got a new man she don't want us to know about, right? That felt like a setup to me. That felt like a setup to me. And then this one, where now Saucy is actually posting the text messages. I'm on the phone with my man. Carisha, please. It's always a man with you. Them trying to act as if she has a new man. Girl. I bet you she on the phone with Diddy. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know why she thinks she can distance herself while still. That interview she did, y'all, let me know she's still with that man. I don't care. She's still with that man. She's still waiting by the phone, bitch. Like, I don't care what she talking about. Her doing these things in order to like remove herself from the situation seems fake to me. It seems really, really fake. I'm gonna watch the McMahon from WWE. I'm gonna watch that because that's been on my lineup when I go back downstairs and go back to doing nothing because I've exerted my energy as much as I had today. She's definitely taking jail calls. Yeah, like I'm sorry, but this feels fake to me. This feels like y'all are just trying to prove that she's no longer involved with him, and I don't believe that based off what she said in that interview, which was basically praising him for putting her in a position he's about to be removed from. Also, the fake Kim Porter book was taken off Amazon. Good. Oh, and also
Kevin Hart was seemingly not happy about being asked about his connection to Diddy, and now it appears clear he's trying to distance himself from his former friend. Kevin Hart was recently out with his wife, and according to reports, he was asked about Diddy's parties. He was even reportedly reminded that he allegedly hosted a party for Diddy once. Kevin reportedly responded saying, "You're asking the wrong person the wrong question," before walking away. Now, speaking of Diddy, his lawyers...
No, we not. We not asking the wrong person, nigga. Why did you only host one party? We saw that video. Kevin. Now, let me tell you, I'm not saying I think Kevin did anything, but I showed y'all that clip when Kevin hosted that live stream of that Diddy party, and Kevin was so drunk or high or whatever, it was hard for him not to be truthful with how weird Diddy was being. This is literally the moment where Diddy comes in, Usher comes in like he just got off a fucking plane, almost like Diddy called him and told him, "You better get your ass down here." Oh yeah, when the girl hair caught on fire. Yes, that was all that same stream. And this is the moment where Diddy starts talking about how him and Usher used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes back when he was younger. What the fuck are you talking about? And then Kevin says, "We are streaming live." Why would you say that? That's so stupid. That was literally Kevin's words. Why would you say that? We're streaming live. That is so stupid. And then Diddy puts his arm around Kevin's neck and Kevin laughs it off. Kevin never hosted another party. Wake up to, yes. What I'm saying to y'all is Diddy has been telling on himself this entire time. And Kevin was there at one of the biggest moments of him telling on himself. So I do have to wonder if that's when Kevin decided, you know what? I'm going to be cool with this nigga when I go to the Rock Nation brunch, but I'm not going to his house for no more parties. I guess we'll find out if you want any of them tapes, little man. I hope you're not. I hope you're not being seen clapping anybody's cheeks to smithereens over there. All right, y'all. So Garth Brooks. We'll do ignorant people news tomorrow because I'm tired. Okay, so Garth Brooks, y'all. Garth Brooks hit with a sexual assault lawsuit. Y'all keep talking about how we don't talk about the white men. Well, here we are. Okay, the most Caucasian of Caucasity. Okay, he like Garth Brooks, he's slamming, right? An unnamed woman that previously worked for Brooks as a hairstylist and makeup artist says she was violently R'd by the Starr after being cornered. She says the R was so violent that she believed she would break into two. God damn. The woman says she was originally working with Brooks' wife, Trisha Yearwood, for years before he hired her personally. In her lawsuit, she says back in May of 2019, Garth took her to LA for a Grammy tribute, presumably for work. Things changed when she realized they were the only two traveling on a private plane. Anything private, y'all. Private island, private plane. Be worried. Blink twice. Once they arrived, she noticed there was only one hotel room and he refused to get her a separate one. The woman says Garth then appeared fully nude out of the blue and dragged her to a bed where he assaulted her. In the documents obtained by TMZ, she details how Garth held her 5-foot body up by her ankles, upside down, as he repeatedly penetrated her. According to her, he was slamming so hard with his genitals that she felt she was breaking in half, like he was holding her like this. Oh, wow. She said she still completed the job after the assault because she was having trouble financially and needed the assignment. She believes Garth preyed on her due to those finances. She also detailed another 2019 experience at the singer's home. He allegedly got out of the shower and approached her with his erect penis after pointing it at her while nude. He allegedly placed her hands on it and shared that he fantasized about ejaculating on her face while she performed oral sex and wore her glasses. That's very specific. Garth allegedly would touch the woman's breast while getting his hair and makeup done, even though she told him not to. He would also masturbate afterwards. These instances all happened before the R. She's suing for damages. Well, I feel like it's so sad because you would think, right? Because the first thing people are going to say is like, why would you go and continue to work with him once he's already done this? And it's like, because in real life, women get sexually harassed at work all the time. And nobody feels like going through all of that. You want to just get your money, especially if you can just kind of like brush it off, get your money and keep going. Like that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? She should have known what was up with the one room situation. Yeah, she really should have. But I also feel like a lot of that, because I don't have money, I'm going to go along. It's so many times people get pressured into things because they need the work. They need the job. They need, you know what I'm saying? Like they need the relationship. They're trying to keep the relationship cool because they need that asset. You know what I mean? And because I understand what that's like, especially in this business. Like it's all about word of mouth. You know, if you say the wrong thing to Garth Brooks, if you upset Garth Brooks, then he telling other people that you may work with not to work with you anymore. Shit like that. You know, we don't know for sure what happened, but y'all know how I believe victims. Until victims are proved liars, I believe victims because a lot of these men, especially famous, powerful men, do whatever they want to people because they know that their money and their reputations precede them. Their reputations precede them. Let me see. Hasn't he been around a few different deaths also? Has he? Child, I don't know. I ain't really did too much looking into him, but shit, he was on the blogs and listen, I was like, hey, y'all always talking about where the white ones at. Well, here's one. And he a famous one. Let me read some of these super chats. CTS Fang, thank you for the super chat, Bondy. You are just stunning. Fabric color and the way the wrap frames your face. So beautiful. The commentary is on point too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Lady T, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondy, have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks for helping me make it through this Thursday. My pleasure. Y'all know we don't have a Ooh Ladies First panel tonight because Niecy is going stand out at the Usher concert. The question, thank you so much for the super sticker, boo. Thank you. I am Diva Nicole. She was fighting with the brother for about 2 years. Somehow the brother ended up winning. She accused him of elder abuse. Yeah, you talking about with John Amos. Yeah. That is such a sad story, y'all. If the R was that brutal, how could she continue working for him? I don't know if she continued working for him after that. She said she did the job because she needed the money. But after that, I don't know. But y'all gotta understand, like, I feel like there are a lot of instances of women like trying to act like nothing happened initially. Like when they first get assaulted, it's almost like in order to just kind of like disassociate, you have to just act like nothing happened. And you never know like what happened after to make her like just go ahead and do what she needed to do. Might have been scared. You never know. I'm willing to believe that if he can come out and prove it's a lie, hey, we'll say that it's somebody that, or it's a money grab. That's fine. But Mm-hmm. I don't know. Something feel true. Something feel true. I don't know, y'all. I could be wrong. Yeah, you question these things, but you never know what you'll do when you're actually in the situation. You know what I'm saying? When you're actually in that moment, you never know like how you will respond or what your body does or what your mind does. You know what I mean? Like you just never know. You just never know how you would handle it, especially if it's somebody that's powerful or somebody that you looked up to or, you might have really been a fan of. You know what I mean? People in that world. That's why that shit. Okay, so Pete, I didn't save the story, but let me go to neighborhood talk. Where is it at? This right here. Country music star Luke Bryan says Beyonce needs to come into their world to be considered a country artist. High five us and have fun. Get in the family too. And see, what the fuck does that mean? That mean I gotta come and be friends with y'all in order to make country music? And that's what I'm saying. It's a community. It's very much a insulated space. And it's just like, why do y'all feel like, and I'm not accusing this man of anything, y'all, but I'm just saying the country music space is an insulated space. The way they think about it, it is a place onto themselves, meaning that usually when people are inside of that, if you're a makeup artist for somebody like Garth Brooks, you're probably in that same country music world circle, which means your friends, the people you're cool with, are all fans and fanatics of these people. And so it's probably really hard for you to say anything, for you to contend with that, like in your own mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the way he's, let me read what it says. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know they played the shit out of Beyonce. Country music star Luke Bryan is adding his 2 cents into the conversation surrounding Beyonce not being nominated for certain country music awards. While on Andy Cohen's podcast, Luke says he loved that Beyonce ventured into the genre, but he feels that in order for her to get the proper recognition, she needs to fully embrace country culture. What the fuck does that mean? This is somebody that's born in Texas, that has their cowgirl head, like they're in the garb, they know about it, they're from Texas. What else would somebody need to do? What would somebody need to do? They got to come around you and kiss the right hands and suck the right dicks. Is that what you're saying? It's a tricky question because obviously Beyonce made a country album and Beyonce has a lot of fans out there that have her back. And if she doesn't get something they want, man, they come at you, as fans should do, Bryan said. I don't agree with that. That's weird that he even said that. I don't feel like fans should be coming at people simply because Beyonce didn't get awards. Like, calm down. I'm all for everybody coming in and making country albums and all that. He said that doesn't necessarily mean they're automatically get nominated for their work. As sometimes a lot of great music is overlooked just because she made one, just because I make one, I don't get any nominations, he added. That was the same thing that child, help me, y'all. That was the same thing that the other lady said. I hate when I space on people's names and I literally can see their face in my head. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton said the same thing about how you come in, you do one song. It's not like you've been there and you've been, put into consideration numerous times. They normally probably would want people that will come in numerous times with country music, because there are country music artists that have been putting work in and haven't been getting recognition until they have their second or third album, right? So why would we give you attention for your one album that's not even completely country? It's a Beyonce album. You feel like just because you Beyonce, you both be able to come over here and do whatever you want to do, but that's not how it work, gal. That's what they giving. It don't matter, gal. That's not what it's given. But anyway, he says she's probably the biggest star in music, but come to an award show and high five us and have fun and get in the family too. And I'm not saying she didn't do that, but country music is a lot about family. Country music is a lot about family. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Country music is a lot about family. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? Yeah. And y'all see what I mean? Whenever people like to consider a large group of people family, please understand that just means they want everybody to treat situations as family, meaning what goes on inside our house stays in our house. That's all that means. That's all that means. That's what that translates to me. So when you tell me this woman works in their business, in a country music business, I could totally understand why she would probably continue to work with him just in case, like all of that shit. Because you don't know how to exactly handle that after it first happens. It's not that I think that Dolly was being fake. I think that everybody is being realistic about the fact that this is still a racist white country, no matter what anybody is talking about. And country music is still very much something stolen from black people and reupholstered as a symbolism for white country colonialism, patriotic, bullshit. So it's post Malone family? Yes, because he's white. Yes, because he's white. And a lot of that sometimes is like, come in and show us that you are willing to sabotage your relationship with black people for us. We don't like outsiders in our house around these parts. The family fuck my husband if y'all play too much. Not the family fuck my husband. I cannot with y'all. I don't think that it's about white coming first. I think it's about country music coming first, and it's something that she helped create. So this system of country music, like the way it's considered nowadays, she helped create that. So I'm sure she feels like it's hers in some ways. I'm not gonna just throw my shit to the side. If she didn't get a nomination, she didn't get a nomination. I also feel like y'all are overreacting about her not getting nominations. Like, so what? So what? So what? They didn't recognize her. So what? I was listening to one of my favorite country songs today. I don't care what y'all say. Love Bankrupt by Patti LaBelle is a country song, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Find love bankrupt on love. You change on me. Oh, you change on me. Listen, I love that song. I was listening to that shit today. I was, girl, my account is overdrawn. Found love, bankrupt on love. Girl, that's such a good song. Oh my God. Why do we always want them to accept us? Because this whole thing is built off of them shunning us in othering us. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be. Why should it be hard? She's already in the music industry. Why should it be hard? Because y'all like to create y'all little subset groups inside of some shit so y'all can keep people out. Even the black people that have been doing country music for a long time, y'all barely recognize them. And also, I feel like those black people have to show you in some way, shape, or form they are willing to give up their blackness in some way. A black man that's with a white woman, a very light-skinned black woman doing country, you know what I mean? Like the girl who was working with Beyonce, I forgot her name, who I love her music because she's really cute. Like they have to in some way seem as if they are willing to give up blackness in some way, shape, or form. Not completely, not in a very like outward way, but just in, something. It's got to be something slight. White wife, you know what I mean? More white friends than black friends. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something. Okay. We know that she was born and raised in Texas, which usually Tana Adele, yes. Tana Adele has the physicality that and she is this shit. She's a great artist, but she also it has the physicality, the look of someone that can go back and forth between white and black. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice looking white boy, who's slightly racist will want to fuck Tana Adele. You know what I mean? So yeah. If it was true, Lionel would not have been praised after his one album. Difference was his big hit was with Kenny Rogers. That's another thing. She didn't make any music with any like big, current artists. That song of repurposing Dolly's song was a Beyonce move. I repurposed this shit. I took it and redid it like Whitney Houston took out, I'll Always Love You. So, not as big, of course, but it's not the same thing as you being in country for real, for real. Either way, I feel like Beyonce is Beyonce. Like at this point, you just making art to make art and you put it in and see if it makes something shake. If it doesn't, oh well, you tried, you still made the country album. And if you want to make another one, you could possibly make another one. But if not, oh fucking well. Like who cares? Like, I get it, y'all. I get it. But I just wouldn't care that much about getting an award from them people if I was Beyonce. Because it's just kind of like, boy, fuck y'all. I'm Beyonce. What? Okay, like, so what? I made a country album, bitch, because I can do what I want to do, because I'm Beyonce. Okay? The fuck? But anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. Tomorrow, I'm going to come back to y'all, and we're going to talk about Finesse 2 Times, Jaguar Wright, Carlisa, Ignorant People News. Okay? We're going to talk about the Ignorant People News tomorrow, because I can't go on no more. Okay? Oh, I do. You right. You right. And they be playing that song with Miley. And I love that song with Miley. Oh my God. There are harmonizations on that song. Beyonce really did try. She tried. They don't like her enough, girl. I also feel like Miley is not like Miley was over here for a little while. She went back over there, but she was over here for a little while. She might be able to do her shit on her own, but I don't think she got enough weight with them white people for her to be able to give like Kenny Rogers. Like, it's not the same thing. Okay, it's not the same thing. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I'll definitely come back tomorrow. I think my energy level will be better tomorrow because it's better today. So and because of her daddy. Yo, Billy Ray Cyrus is Miley's daddy. That's the clean. Okay, that was the clean. You gonna get on because your daddy on. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'm gonna go rest, and hopefully I will see y'all for something tomorrow. Okay.